If you've mastered the foundations of data analytics, it's now your opportunity to explore the visualization process. In the world of data analytics, the ability to skillfully manipulate and visualize data holds the key to unlocking meaningful narratives. Well, enter Matplotlib. This is an extensively utilized data visualization tool, and this tool serves as the protagonist in our exploration for today's episode. Welcome back, guys, to another episode of PyPod Chronicles.
Welcome to PyPod Chronicles, a series that brings our tech blog to life in a whole new way. Covering an array of topics surrounding Python and tech, from programming tips, best practices, and so much more. Let's get immersed in Python with the Nerd Nook on the go.
Before I dive into today's episode, guys, you can get my handcrafted Python and Git PDF starter pack. It's absolutely free. If you head to the link in the description, that's where all my resources are. I have blogs, videos, podcasts, all for you guys aiming to teach Python. Over there, you can get my handcrafted Python guide that I've made for you. Head over and take a look. It's the first link in the description. Now we need to talk about where we came from, and pandas should need no introduction, especially if you've been following along in this data analytics series. We use pandas for data analytics in Python, and it's a powerful feature because it allows us to clean, filter, and group our data. This data is known as our data frame in pandas. We know how to answer data-related questions with pandas. Now it's time for the next step. Process, right? That's the visualization process. Let's just briefly talk about here the filtering data process one more time, right? So pandas allows you to filter data easily through a lot of different methods, right? You could use Boolean indexing or query operations. But by leveraging conditional statements, you can extract specific subsets of that data. So this streamlines your analysis. And if you've missed those episodes, guys, head back and take a look, right? Because in my ongoing data analytics series, I walk you through how we work with pandas. We've already gone through the first step, which was the cleaning part. Now we need to group and we want to filter our data. So, for example, if you have data that just has names and ages, you could group by only people who are over a certain age, like 21, right? And once we have this new group of people over 21, or your filtered data, it's now time to explore your data visually. And data visualization serves as a really powerful medium for interpreting complex data sets. Right? Most people are visual learners. I'm a major visual learner. That's how I learn. That's how I try and teach. Podcasts are hard, right? But most people are visual learners, so a CSV file isn't going to get you off. It's not going to do it for you. This is where we need to bring our data to life using Matplotlib. This is a versatile plotting library, and it gives you the ability to create insightful visualizations. This helps for effective communication for your data-driven insights. And Matplotlib is a really popular library that has been used in a lot of data science case studies around the world. There are other options for data visualization in Python, but Matplotlib is a great starting point for those who haven't worked with this before. Matplotlib has a wide range of plots we can use, so simple line graphs all the way to those complex heat maps. So think of the stock market, the red and green boxes up and down. That's a heat map. Its compatibility with pandas makes it an invaluable asset for those of you guys seeking a visual representation of your data. With the ability to customize plots to suit specific requirements, Matplotlib gives you a great experience for how you can visualize this data, right? So let's continue. If I have that data set, right, in order to create a plot in Matplotlib, really all we have to do, so we import Matplotlib as PLT. PLT is a nickname we can give to refer to Matplotlib. Once I have filtered my data, grouped it, cleaned it, it's all done, I can now create a plot. So I can say PLT, that's Matplotlib, dot. Then I can call a method. So I could say plot, but then I have to specify the type of plot. Or we could just use the method which refers to the plot we want to use. So for example, if I say PLT and then I call the bar method, bar is a type of plot. Now, bar is going to take two arguments. Argument 1 is the x-axis of the bar, and argument 2 is the y-axis, right? So for example, the x-axis, I could have the name of the people over 21 in my data set, and then the y could be the ages, right? And then the bar is going to go up based on that person's age. Integrating Pandas and Matplotlib allows for a holistic approach to your data analysis and visualization. By transitioning between these two libraries, you can filter data and then transform it into visually compelling representations, fostering a deeper understanding of your underlying trends. Some of Matplotlib's advanced features, you could use 3D plotting. That's fun. Or interactive visualizations. These provide you guys with the tools to present data in innovative and engaging ways. These techniques serve to enhance the interpretive capacity of data visualizations. So guys, I want you to use a case study, right? Practice, right? By utilizing a practical case study, you can really hone in your skills. Through step-by-step analysis and visualization techniques, you can grasp the practical implementation of these tools in data-driven decision-making processes. So let's pretend we have a data set related to some sales performance for a tech company, and you want to explore this data set, analyze some key metrics, and visualize our findings. Now, this sales data, you could have a date, revenue, as well as expenses. Now with Pandas, you'll be able to clean that, right? You filter it out. So for example, maybe you want to calculate the profit. How do we find the profit? Well, we take the revenue and we subtract our expenses. That creates a new data set. With this profit, we could visualize monthly trends, right? So I could do three things now. I could make a line plot with 3 different lines on this graph. One line corresponds to revenue, one expenses, and one your profit. Each of these could be a different color. Remembering that after I import Matplotlib, I'm going to create a figure, and I can say plt.plot. I'll do this 3 times. Because I'm saying plot, that's automatically going to be a line graph, right? Inside each plot, you should be giving it 2 things. It needs an x. Which x is going to be the same for all of our data? Well, the date, right? And the y, that is going to be your revenue, your expenses, and your profit. Make sure to give those a label. And then to stylize your chart even further, you can tap into the settings. So you can give it a title using the title method. You can set the x and y label using those methods. And then the final stage is you just need to show the plot. You can use the show method to do so. And you're going to see a beautiful plot in front of you, colored with a grid. It looks great, and it does a very good job at effectively showing our data. The key to impactful communication lies in presenting insights effectively. Through the case study, or through any case study you're practicing, you can navigate the ins and outs of data manipulation using Pandas and visual representation using Matplotlib. And this illustrates a step-by-step process for turning raw data into actionable knowledge. By choosing the right visualization techniques and maintaining clean code, you, or anyone else, can convey complex information in visually appealing and comprehensible manners. Ultimately, this enhances your ability to make informed decisions and contribute effectively in these data-driven scenarios. Wrapping up today's episode, guys, remember, we talked about the seamless integration of Pandas and Matplotlib. This gives you a comprehensive toolkit for data analysis and visualization. By using both of these and all of their functionalities, you can filter and manipulate your data and ultimately present it in a visually engaging and informative manner. Before I leave you guys, let's just touch on a few additional questions in case we missed anything wasn't covered, right? Can you customize your plots because it's ugly? Yes, you can. Matplotlib, or any other visualization library, provides a wide range of customization options. It includes the ability to change your colors with RGB or hex colors, and you could even use color maps or create your own custom palettes. We know that Pandas supports large data sets. Its data structures and the built-in functions are optimized for performance. This gives you guys the ability to manage and analyze a lot of data. Some common mistakes to avoid with data visualization are don't have over-confusing visuals, right? Don't have cluttered data. Think of it like art. Art should be beautiful. Art portrays a feeling. What story do you want to tell the people who are interpreting your data? There are alternatives to Matplotlib. You could use Seaborn, which I'll actually talk about in a later episode. Plotly is great too. Plotly is more for interactive, all right, creating dashboards. But we can look at this at a later episode or tune back to my previous episodes because I have briefly touched on Plotly. Well, guys, just a reminder, you can get my handcrafted Python and Get Starter Pack absolutely free to you. It's the first link in the description. Head on down there and get your copy of my free handcrafted Python guide today. That wraps up today's episode. I will see you guys in the next episode of PyPod Chronicles. Until then.